think of high school marching band, you probably think of some rather negative connotations like band geek or high school reject. Well, I'm here to clear up the misconceptions and tell you that what you think marching band is like is more than likely not the case. Before I get to explaining that, let me first tell you my band history and present. I still remember the day I decided I wanted to do band. I was in 6th grade and the junior high band visited my elementary school and played songs for us. I was blown away. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. We had already filled out our registration forms for signing up for classes and choosing our electives for when we would go to middle school. And I remember after the performance, I ran to the teacher and started collecting the sheets and begged her to let me switch my elective to band. She said it was no problem and that it happens every year after the junior high band visits. A little backstory to cover. My best friend in elementary school had moved to Florida in 5th grade, and we were inseparable up until she moved back to Holland at the end of 6th grade. I didn't really have a lot of friends besides Rowena, and so during 7th grade I really only ever spent time at home or at school, and I only talked with my friend Brandon McGill that I met in 4th grade and later became friends with at summer band. At summer band orientation, we picked out our instruments that we wanted to play. He chose trumpet because he'd already taken a year of trumpet lessons from his dad, and I chose French horn because my mom told me that I was more likely to get a scholarship if I played French horn and got really good at it because French horn is a rather valuable instrument in a concert ensemble, and they are generally lacking in supply. Jump to high school, and Brandon and I start learning how to march, and I picked up a completely foreign instrument, the mellophone, which is the marching equivalent of a French horn. Starting a new school was rather scary, and I was nervous about meeting new people because I've always struggled with approaching people and making friends. But with marching band practice, it just made it that much simpler because you were required to spend all this time with these people, and eventually bonds just form, and then boom, you've got lifelong friends. I went to a high school with a well-known marching band, and my band actually won the state championship my sophomore year, and we ranked in the top 5 every year after. Our senior year, Brandon was the band captain, and I was second in command as the band secretary. I learned a lot about leadership and running an organization during my time as secretary, and it gave me a whole new perspective on life. As marching band ended and graduation soon approached, I couldn't bear the fact that my marching career might be over, so I joined my high school's winter drumline cymbal line. This is actually how I got better acquainted with the guy I had a big dumb crush on, whom is now my boyfriend. I loved playing cymbals. It was a great physical workout and it allowed me to get to know some of the band members and instructors that I wouldn't have generally been around otherwise. Skip forward to college, and Brandon is still one of my absolute best friends. We stayed best friends all through middle school, high school, and now here at FSU, we are in the marching troops together, and we made it all the way to Pasadena for the national championship together. Truth be told, the only friends from high school that I still talk to in college, I met in band. How long have you known me, and how did we meet?
I met you like 7 years ago, and in band.
I've known you for 5 years, and band. You were a mellophone, and you stood right beside me in line at band camp.
Known you for about 6 years, and we met in band in middle school.
Band.
I think by far one of the biggest misconceptions about marching band, or even just band, is that it's a bunch of nerds and losers and that it's a place where all of the rejects go to be weird in a safe haven environment. To be honest, I won't disagree that that might be the case. I think the misconception lies in the opinion that the fact that it is a safe haven for weirdos is a bad thing, or that being a band geek is inherently social suicide. I don't understand why there's such a strong negativity towards doing marching band as an extracurricular in high school, or where the opinion is formed that marching band isn't hard work. We work in the same physical heat as the football players, and usually for longer hours. Not only is it physically demanding, but also there's a music talent required. Sure, anyone can march on a field at varying tempos, and most people can do it while maintaining perfect posture. But it takes dedication and skill to do all those things with a limited air supply because you're focusing your air through your instrument or because you're playing drums or cymbals. Also, the thought that band is full of unpopular reject geeks baffles me. Yeah, there are some people like me that don't make friends easily and rely on structures like band to find a second family away from home, but there are also people that have plenty of friends outside of band as well. For example, every year my high school hosts a Miss FIA Just pageant, and the year that my graduating class was up for show, we had a band geek representing our program. She played her bass drum as her talent portion of the pageant and ended up winning the whole thing. For some people, symphonic band or marching band is just an extracurricular that they can put on their college application, but for a vast majority of the ensemble, band is like a home away from home or a creative coping method. Band holds a special place in my heart, and it breaks my heart at the thought that some kids might choose to suppress their desires to do band simply because it's not socially accepted as a cool thing to do. I can without a doubt say that being in band has changed my life for the better, and it indirectly saved my life. My band family has helped me through academic problems, my dad's brain tumor, romantic upsets, and overall sadness, and I want everyone to allow themselves to have the awesome support system that I've been blessed with throughout the years.